Mike Cannington joins us now with sports, and there is another job filling. An applicant
that's right.
got a new job in the sports world.
Well, we had been expecting it now for almost a week, and it's finally come to pass. This time last week, Steve Fisher was preparing the Michigan Wolverines for the national championship game against Seton Hall. The Wolverines, of course, won that one 80-79 in a thrilling overtime victory, and thereby helped Fisher win an even bigger battle. Today in Ann Arbor, Fisher greeted the media as the new head coach of the Michigan Wolverines. Athletic Director Bo Schembechler giving Fisher the job and thus removing the word interim from Fisher's title. You'll recall Fisher was filling the void left when Bill Frieder moved on to Arizona State. Today, his dream world remains intact.
I stated before, pinch me on Tuesday, but I don't really want to wake up, and I still don't want to wake up. This, for Steve Fisher, is the culmination of a dream come true.
Steve is going to bring to that program a fresh, new approach, and one that I think will be an excellent program for the young men that are going to play in it, that we will continue to have the success we've had in the past, and that all of us will be able to look at this program with extreme pride.
Fisher led the Wolverines to 6 straight victories in the tournament and thus edged his name in the history books as the only interim head coach to ever win the coveted NCAA title. Tonight, the university has its awards banquet. I'm sure Fisher will receive more than a simple ovation. Steve Fisher certainly knows what it means to rise to the moment when the mounting pressures would make a mortal person wilt. Well, how about the pressures that came to bear on a rain-soaked golf course known as Augusta yesterday? The ending to the 53rd Masters simply unreal. Nick Faldo, who began the final round in 9th place, stormed back to snatch the coveted green jacket from the man who was only 24 inches away from immortality. Let me take you to Augusta, where Faldo made 9 birdies in his last round. This one on number 17 leaves him at 5 under par. He would eventually go into sudden death with Scott Hoke, who was on the first hole of sudden death, had this 2-footer for the win, and he blew it. On the second hole, number 11, the shoe is on the other foot. Faldo has this putt to win it, a 25-footer, dead in the middle of the cup. Afterwards, Faldo talked about what he was thinking heading into the second playoff hole.
After the 10th, I know I felt relaxed, and then knew that if I hit 2 solid shots, and I hit a good drive and a very good 3-iron into the middle of that green, and then when I got down there, then, as I said, I was now in the driving seat.
So it is Faldo's second major title. He adds the Masters to the British Open he won 2 years ago. Well, I'm still in shock over that finish. Almost as breathtaking, though, as the standings in the American League East in baseball. The Tribe is in first. That's right, the Cleveland Indians are on top of the heap in the East. The 4-1 Tribe ventured into Boston, where the Sox were in search of just their second win of the season. Pick up action from a cold, rainy Fenway Park today. Watch Mike Greenwell rob Dave Clark of a single on that diving catch. Nice grab, Mike. Jim Rice gives the Bo Sox a lead they'll never relinquish. Here he sends a single past third. Marty Barrett comes in to score, and Boston goes on to win today. The final 5-2. One of the score for you from this afternoon. Texas is playing at Milwaukee, and our Rangers are tied 4-4 in this.